set to face off with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got one.
Darnold from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sam Darnold.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Hamler now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lock in the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st down, Denver.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
Noah Fant was a 1st-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Oh, you get on the head. Oh, you get on the head. Man, Eddie. Kill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
4-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the extra point.
There's not much that's perfect.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
7-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now.
Keep going, on. Keep going.
Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Down back at the 23-yard line.
$13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Jets, nothing.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there, 56. Here we go, D.
Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it.
Push him back. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Clock now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Broncos.
Ready, ready. Read. Here we go. Watch left.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier, Jabari Zuniga on the tackle.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he is all the way up past the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3. 3 down.
after the interception. Here's Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 to Mike.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. Returning in, here's Hamler. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for it. Got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Broncos.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos add on.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point. But
and all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And unable to the Connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Big stop. Let's go. Switch.
Here's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll give him 3 yards on the run there, and that still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
56 is the mic. Ricky.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Block off of play action. And some room to maneuver. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Watch the run. They're running it.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again, Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. David Irving, who went undrafted in 2015, continuing to prove his NFL worth with a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
intercepted.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Johnson, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Johnson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He was brought down by Vic Beasley. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Now it's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Broncos 50, Jets 6. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ballantyne to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. .30-yard line, 2nd and 12. They'll actually throw it with Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Ballantyne to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Brissett. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. He's got Burton here. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Brissett to throw on first. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Score, Colts 7, Packers 0. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
DeForest Buckner.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
13 yards.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
48-yard line.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
28, Jonathan Taylor.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, kill. Hey, check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Brissett sets to throw it. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Brissett. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he goes throws, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 50.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17, Packers 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Brissett completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 49-yard.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers under a heavy rush possession. Down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup. Third down here.
Ball carrier.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Play action now. Brissett. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Now he'll escape to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Brissett, and he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 31, Packers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
58, right over there, Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies. Inside.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Rodgers. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
The score, Colts 31, Packers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Taylor. They'll go option to the short side. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The tackle
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Complete to Jonathan.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
22 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Colts 31, Packers 31.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They go play action with Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The gain of 39 that time.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Colts 31.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones, 59 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of...
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Crosby with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have to have full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, it's Taylor. On second down, there's the option going left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep.
This is caught inside the 15, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Colts, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.